man. So many peoples again. So good to see. Oh, wow. There's Brian. There's Ryuski. They're both online. Okay. I need glass. I need a lot of oh, cough. Wheeze. Hi. I need a lot of glass. Just put this in here for now. For some reason I'm carrying a stack of kelp. That's right, I need to see how the kelp is going through here. Well, technically it still is their anniversary. You can celebrate the memory of it in your own way if you so desire. Maybe it goes through there. I mean, well, duh, that makes sense. If it gets stuck there and it flies through here, then of course it would get stuck here. Some flew through here, but it didn't stack here because it went that way. Because of the stacking mechanic. So yeah, that's what it is. It's flying through here. Well, hell. Dang it, I gotta move it all back by one block. Put a block there instead. Let me get a repeater. Well, it's... There's guys in here almost every time. Just looking at the block light level. Where is it? It's about here. 1, 2, 3. So if I did that every 20. Yeah, I'll think about that. Alright, let me get over here. Okay, so if I take that block away... make it solid. Actually, I should still be able to put this here. I should still be able to put this here. I just then need to get the signal out of here. Elsewise, we're over here. I think that works. Wait, you were being a butt? one. Well, that here. That should be on our side, right? No, it's on its way back. That should be fine. Is Grace a person? Wait, what? And trigger. The frick? It broke! But... You guys, please stop spawning in here. It's so irritating. Why did it break it this time? Yeah, it was. I didn't do anything. I just decided to... No, I'm done. It was doing just fine. Yeah, all right. We gotta wait. I think I just had the repeaters on too fast of a thing. So I moved them back to the maximum delay. That might do it. Halfway there. I don't feel like taking stuff out of it and changing it right now. I could just take out this 2 stacks and put them back in a minute, but I'm just not in the mood to... No. I'm just gonna wait. Watch it fail. There's kelp there. Where the frick is there? Yeah, that triggered. I'm going to leave that open for the moment so that I can get through. That's my in. Yeah, I think what it was doing is it was sending out too short of a pulse and the signal changed before the pistons retract or something like that, making the pistons trigger too often or something. So it just needed to have the pulse be a bit longer to have the timing was too tight for the pistons to move properly before the state changed. So it needs to be a slightly longer state of powered redstone so that the item can move before it does the whole whatever it's doing to make that thing go. Because honestly, I have no idea how powering that block makes it go at all. It's one of those corner power things that I hate so freaking much and should not be a freaking part of the damn game because it pisses me off. Oh, I hate it. I really do. But I didn't build this. We just got back from the VBS skit practicey stuff and the worky out thing, and then the stuffing back of calories at a pizza place of awesomeness. Because I said, screw it, we're going to Piecraft. And it was great. Because I love Piecraft. I have been, there's been many restaurants I've gone to on a repeated occasion, obviously. You know, you have your Taco Bells, but they also have like your certain sub places, like there's a local place called DeBella's, and Wegmans, the local grocery store, has a really good sub shop. And there's a bunch of other places that I go to all the time for various things. This is the only place that I can think of where I have never, ever had a bad meal after being there at least a dozen times. That's freaking impressive. I've had bad service once, and it was in regards to Midlet and not me. Basically, they were a dick to the fact that she was disabled and mentally disabled, and we were just wanting to get a little like dipping thing for her to dip in because she likes to frickin' dip, and they charged us for the frickin' plastic cup full of frickin' pizza sauce because the manager was a frickin' dick that night. That's it. I doubt, that was like years ago, I doubt that person even still works in the freaking franchise. So, beside the point, and I wouldn't be able to point him out, I'm sure Hun could, but I couldn't point him out from a crowd. Only thing I've ever had a complaint about to that place, outside of the drinks are expensive, but every single thing on their board is high quality ingredients. Every single thing is hot and fresh and delicious, and I have never had a complaint. The only thing that I have ever complained about their food-wise is it does not rewarm well. But that's just the nature of the frickin' item. I don't expect it to take it home and put it in the microwave and expect a good pizza. It's not that kind of pizza. There's pizzas that are good for that. This is not one of them. That's okay. But anyways, I don't know how this place doesn't have 15 other locations. I don't know how this is the one place that I know of that's actually like tasty and stuff. What's going on? Why is it just that this place should be everywhere? Every time somebody visits us from out of town for whatever reason or another, I take them to freaking Mindcrack, and everyone has always loved it. And yet, it's not the only thing in town. There's other places that do the fire oven roasting stuff. They just don't do it as well in the area. There's like a blaze, and there's like a firehouse one, and there's like a this and that. And we tried them all. This is the good one. And I don't get it. If they had multiple locations, the quality would suffer. Possibly. And I think they might have at least one other spot, to be fair. Don't know where it is. But this place, dude, it was 8 o'clock at night. They're closing in an hour. We actually made sure that they were going to be open for an hour before we went in because we didn't want to be the dicks that were in there and like 1 minute before close and be like, all right, make us food. Because I didn't want to be that person. And we were there and it's still got people coming in. It's a freaking Monday. Nobody's there. Or like a lot of the other places around it. But man, there's still people going into freaking Minecraft at 8 o'clock at night because it's good, man. I wonder if it's like a freaking management issue or something. Like, they got an excellent freaking product. They need to... How is it? I don't know. There is one thing that they did do recently that I just figured out because Hun told me and didn't tell me the last time, or she did and I forgot. They have multiple sizes, okay? Because it's a pizza place and they just have the dough ready. The two basic sizes are 1 foot circle, basically, or pie size, which is take the 1 foot circle and like cut off two of the sides. It's like a half size. It's not really a half size. It's fine, but they take that and they make a margarita style and they sell it for cheaper because it's a margarita style because it's just sauce, cheese, basil. Cook it. It's margarita. Oh, and I think some tomatoes maybe. It's margarita style. It's stupid easy, stupid cheap. It's like a side dish. Especially when you're in a pizza place that has all these delicious toppings and pizzas of various shapes and sizes and tastes and varieties. Then you have the margarita pizza, which is like, well, there's a side. That's fine. It's like such the most basic thing possible to have on the side that you just have with your pizza. It's not there anymore. The frick? They stopped selling it like that. You can still get it, of course, but you're paying for the whole like pie-sized pizza, whereas it was priced like an appetizer before. It was cheaper because it's made of cheap crap. It's just sauce, cheese, basil. I think some olive oil or something like that. Sauce, cheese. I think it's actually sauce, cheese, cook it, basil. Done. Easiest damn thing in the world. Such an excellent side. It's a delicious side dish. But it's not there. And that tells me that someone's trying to F it up, man. Someone doesn't know what they're doing. Somebody does not know how to market their own frickin' products. They used to have a meat lovers pizza, but they got rid of it. They have like a wall with like 30 different pizza combinations, and of all the 30 different pizza combinations, you remove the meat lovers? That's like a staple of food. The meat one. It's like the anti-vegan version. Like you have to have, like you have your gluten-free, you have your vegetarian, you have your vegan. Well, why don't you have your not that? You like your other. You're the one for the other guy, You're a meat lover. Who removes that one? Now, Hun told me that they now charge SSX congratulations on a 20-month pack anniversary. Yes, it's that time already. Time flies. Yes, it does. They now charge for extra meats. And I guess that makes sense of all the toppings out there. Steve, congratulations on the 81-month pack anniversary. Okay. I guess it makes sense because if you're going to have a bunch of toppings, and if all the toppings are meat, and meat is all the expensive toppings because they have good toppings. It's like they don't just have like pepperoni that they picked up from Walmart, they got good freaking crap. And they got these, they have sausage that's not like in the skin still. They take it out and they like crumble it onto the pizza. It's so good crap, man. So I guess on that front it makes sense, but it's still kind of weird that you don't just have a meat lovers where you just like have a meat lovers blend or something where you have a small amount of each of those meats. Which sounds kind of weird, but they have olive tapenade. Why not have meat tapenade, right? That type of thing. Just have a meat blend. Because frickin' meat lovers. I have a feeling that they were trying to have a meat lovers and telling the people who do the toppings, okay, now if someone orders the meat lovers, don't put on 5 pounds of everything. Put on a small portion of each thing so that it equals about the same amount of cost as if they were doing one type of meat. But 2 things happen. First of all, you can't trust people in a place like that to listen. Because outside of the fact that they're trying to be nice and, there's going to be some guy who's like, yeah, they ordered a 6-piece nugget, I'm getting them 7. That type of thing, right? I always put it in the 7th nugget. If you've looked, there's always that one guy that talks about his time at McDonald's, who's like, and I always put that 7th nugget in there. Dude, there's the one story I read, and it's like the lady that got it and with their kid, and the kid's like, Mom, there's 7 nuggets in here, not 6. And she's like, that's okay. They don't know how to do math here, honey. Ooh! Ooh! Burn! That's mean, man! Let's get you some extra food and complain about it! You bewitch! Wow! Anyways, so you probably had that the dude that just didn't care, and you always got that dude that didn't care, and just threw on a whole bunch of sausage and a whole lot of pepperoni, a whole pot of meatballs, and yeah, the bewitch. Oh yeah, I love that term. That's a good one. They're bewitching. So then you have. Is it still working? Because I'm basically killing time to make sure it's still working the whole time. Yeah, it's still working. Okay, and I haven't seen any of them come in here again yet, so we're doing good. We're doing good. So the other alternative is that you probably have that jackass customer who orders the meat lovers, and if they see a small amount of everything on there, it's like, no, put on more. And then they're like, well, if we put on more, we have to charge you more because that's an expensive topping. And they're like, I want to speak to the manager because I'm a dick. And that's probably happened enough times where they're just like, you know what? Screw the meat lovers. Whatever. In that scenario, I can understand it. It's still the wrong move. You got to just figure out crap and tell people that they're wrong. Customer ain't always right, man. Bull crap. That's the wrong way of looking at things in today's world. But yeah, that's a possibility. But yeah, why you get rid of the meat lovers? It's just so dumb. It's so weird. So that's the only. Yeah. Engineers ask, how does it work? Scientists ask, why does it work? Everyone else asks, would you like fries with that? That's a way of looking at it. What's that one? There's the one where one person goes into a place and 2 people leave or something like that, and it's like looked at from the positions of 3 different groups of people, and like one of them is like the mathematician is now there's 0 people, and it was I gotta find that joke and like keep it somewhere because that was one of those really good ones where there's like. When you see this simple scenario from the perspectives of three different jobs, that only one of them really makes sense, but then you look at it from their perspectives and it makes sense from all of them really, because they all have to look at it different. Well, you have scientists, you have engineers, and you have mathematicians too. Don't forget the mathematicians. Mathematicians don't even ask the questions. They just do the math. It's a more different. Like they just say this is what made it work. Yeah, I think it was one customer goes in and 2 leave. One was a mathematician says now there's -1 customer. Another one was a biologist and said, well, they must have went in there and bred and left. I don't remember what the third one was. Okay. Yeah, it's working fine now. It's working just freaking fine. I love how it's always packed, too. It's more like, how does 1 + 1 equal bread? And how are you doing? You're at 36 blocks left. The good thing is that it's continuously going and doing a really good job and harvesting a lot of stuff. The bad thing is, all I'm doing is making more and more to get it continuously going. I gotta do the how. Speaking of mathematician, each kelp becomes 1/9 of a block that cooks 20 units. But each kelp needs to use one of those 20 units to cook itself. How many things do you cook per kelp? How did it, wait, where did... Suddenly kelp! Okay. I wonder if it's going through the ceiling. Four, 6, 4, 3. I guess I should have checked the Z too. Okay, 4643 something something. Let's go get the Z. Both of you guys, I feel like, said that wrong. 20 out of 9 items cooked per kelp. Yeah, 20 out of 9 items are cooked per kelp. Of those 20 items, 9 of them would be the kelp itself. So you take the 20 and subtract the 9, which would make it 11 items, right? So 11 divided by 9. So basically, cook just over 1 item per kelp. Is that right? Yeah, 1.22. 1 2/9 of an item. Yeah, for the record, bamboo may have storage issues, but I think that it grows much better. Bamboo, but bamboo you don't gotta cook. The problem with the bamboo is you gotta grow a lot of it. The easy thing about bamboo is you ain't gotta craft it. I can almost guarantee it's easier to deal with. Okay, so we just had a harvest this way. Okay, so 4643 432 4643 432 4643 432 4643 432. Let's see if there's a cave here. That's a yes. It's even a bit of a familiar looking cave. Just want to keep an eye on that spot for a minute. I want to see if it ends up there. How did I get here from the main area? I don't. I'm lost. Why did I just... Okay. Get away from me. Pink. I could shout colors too. Okay. I mean, I've definitely been in here. I just don't know how I got here. Oh. Oh, that's how I got... Okay. Yeah, that's not going to connect up to where I am. That's going to connect up to Hun's place. Okay, where's 464332? 46. It's on the other side of that wall. There it is. I see you. Okay. So here's the thing. That was just extra. That was just me taking a peek over there and seeing how it's going. That wasn't what I'm supposed to be doing today. No. It's not where compactors go. Compote. Not where those go. I really gotta dump that somewhere. That's good enough for right now. Okay. Oh, I need Swartz. We're gonna bring that with me. Okay, Black Belt, bye-bye. So if you missed it, last night I did a YouTube stream. That's right, I did a YouTube stream. And I made that thing. Ooh. And it's doing a good job. In fact, it's probably doing too good of a job. I'm probably out of glass now. Which is kind of a problem in what we're about to do right now. Okay, I'm not out of glass. That's good. That's a good thing. Because... yeah, this is a really cool design. Let's see if it's about if any of them are about to pop. Probably. Yeah, they just did. What's really cool about this design is it checks to see if there's anything in one of those repeatedly. So what it does is it checks to see if there's... okay, so what it's doing, first thing that happens is it checks to see, is there anything in this hive right here, okay? And when it has a total of 5 honey in it, it sends a signal using out to the comparator here that there is enough honey to make one signal boosty thing. When it does that, it sends the signal up to here and powers this hopper that, you know, I'll be honest, I don't know how the sticky piston gets powered when the power goes over the top of it. Maybe it's just weird. I'm not sure how that part is happening. But what it does is it powers it, and then the sticky piston sends the polished diorite down. And when it sends the polished diorite down, the connection is removed. Now this is important because the way that this thing works is the dispenser actually uses one of these at random. And if the one at random does not empty the thing of honey, then it does it again. That's cool, because the way the dispenser works is if there's any room in here, it takes the bottle and puts it back into the dispenser. Then the next time around, it randomly picks one of these. It does that. It randomly picks one of the things in here to use. So if the thing that it uses is the honey bottle, all it does is kick the honey bottle out and reset it so that it's going to trigger again. And that honey bottle kicks out the front because there's blocks all the way around this thing. And the only place the honey bottle can come out is like the front of the dispenser. And the front of the dispenser has fences in front of it. Well, tiled walls, but same difference. And they come out here, then fall straight downwards, and then they get picked up by the hoppers that are underneath that mud. And the mud can pick it up because there's hoppers under the mud, and the mud is like not a full height of a block. It's diagonally powered when the hopper is powered. Yeah. Whatever. That whole diagonal power thing. What? Now, why does it diagonal power that one, but not that one? I don't. Whatever. It works. It works really good. But I want more. I want more bottles. Jerks. The Soul Sand Valley underneath us. Skeletons keep spawning out here. It's really annoying. We need lights. We need a lot of lights. We need a lot of lights so that they don't friggin' spawn. Hi, hon! Want to see what I built last night? It's coming right outside of your nether portal. Tell you what, come here a second. Your nether portal. I moved. I moved like 2 weeks ago. At least. Probably more than that. You haven't been on enough. Yeah. Yeah. That's your portal.
There's my portal?
Yep.
Go in?
Portal. No. You're already here.
Oh! Oh! There's bees! Are you gonna be able to harvest their spit?
Look down.
Are you harvesting their spit? Oh yeah! All the bee spit.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Completely automated.
And you did it from using the petals.
What?
The little petals, the little pink petals that fall down.
I almost put a note in there because I could have, but I couldn't think of anything to make a sign of.
Wrist, elbow, elbow. Pack is being such a pack. Are you being a pack?
Yes?
He looks so genuinely confused. Yes, I'm Pack.
John is being a John. Pack is being a Pack. Jim is being a Jim. Of course I'm being me.
Of course I'm being me. I was helping your dad with his phone for the last 40 minutes.
And
well,
you'll do it again tomorrow.
Yes, I will. He needs ringtone help. I figured out why his alarm didn't go off this morning that he was so grumbly about.
Why?
He had his alarm set for vibration.
I see. Did.
I also figured out why his entire phone was black and white.
Why?
His bedtime mode was set from noon to midnight.
Well, that's a long bedtime at a weird time.
So he was on Do Not Disturb all day.
I see. Good job.
Did I say it was bad that you were being a pack? No. I mildly implied it maybe, but that's for the joke.
Can I sit back down now?
So I get to come out of my portal and be greeted by bees.
You know what's even cooler? In the nether, they never go to sleep.
Slave labor bees.
Because there's no nighttime.
Ah.
And they'll randomly activate as people walk around in the nether.
Why is there a door there?
Because I had a door.
Because you had a door. Get off the bed.
Where did you just sit back in my chair?
Get off my side of the bed. Oh, I have ideas, by the way.
You need to do them.
I mean, for my side of the bed.
Oh.
Is this your side?
Yes. What? Don't bite.
No. Indentured servitude is completely different from slave labor beers. Dun. I was just gonna look, and now I'm. Wee! Oh, that's cool. This is so pretty with the shader raiders. Whoa!
Not that one, the other one. That one's gonna be slow. Go to the other corner.
Well.
You need to swim, hon. Other corner. There you go.
Other corner. Whoa! Sploosh. I can feel my heartbeat underwater.
That's the conduit.
It's freaking me out. So this is what you call home?
It's a beginning. More than you built.
Technically, you ain't built this.
No, I haven't built that. It's called a cave.
You just inhabited it.
Don't get lost on my guy.
I'm not getting lost.
Yes, you are.
I'm not that far. How do I get squishy? Aha, squishy. Get squishy with it. I'm not getting lost. I'm exploring. Oh wow, you can go fast in here. Whee! Hey! Get out of my blankies! Get out of my blankies! Okay. He's in my blankies. Han, earlier today I was in the pool and it started to rain, so I had to get out before I got wet. Nice. Wait. Don't wiggle your bare ass at me under my blankies.
Hey, you're out.
Oh, you're just flashing me twitching? You're just flashing me twitching from under my blankies? Now I know what you see happening. Much bigger. much bigger.
Good. I'm not dead. Where am I? Oh, I know where I am. That said, when I'm actually here, very effective. Give it a little bit longer and I'll go ahead and put 2 stacks in there. That'll be enough to make a lot of it. I feel you there. I'm just telling the Nasos something. Okay. Sorry, I'm done answering in ASOS for the moment. Although he's responding and I need to answer him again in a minute, I'm sure. Okay. Glass. I'm back and focused. The glass. There we go. So we need to go get a bunch of emeralds to trade for a lot of glass. Yep. Hi, and ASOS. You want me to try and say it? Because I could try and say it. I would have fun trying to say it right now. It would be kind of interesting. Sure, go for it. Okay. The way things should go in Don't Starve together. Where we are currently at, we have been to the lunar island. So we have gone and we have seen Pearl. We have begun the ventures below. That is our current stance in things. The next thing is to start the exploration below. Now, that basically means that you're going to want to find the pseudoscience station because that's really your stage one for being able to do some extra stuff. The pseudoscience station unlocks a whole mess of different crafts. For instance, it allows you to make a staff that lets you put a light in the sky that's just a light source for like 3 days over a screen-wide area. It's really helpful for like boss fights and for just general work. If you're going to be in a place for a long time, it's really, really helpful. But you got to make it. What you do is you take that pseudoscience station and you go around to the areas around it, that area is called the ruins. And the ruins, it has those various structures that are leftover remnants of the place from before. You saw them, and they have a bunch of thulecite in them. The thulecite is used for the crafting of and in the pseudoscience station. You getting me? We okay so far? Okay. So the pseudoscience station, you take thulecite and you craft it into the block forms if it's not in the block. Like we got the thulecite like ore, and then we got some thulecite blocks. Different things drop different things. The actual crafting thing is the blocks. The blocks are like the ingoty thing. But you can craft the ore. It's like 4-to-1 to make a block. And then, and you want to get a decent amount of it. With thulecite, you can make some really cool armor. One of them is a helmet that every time something hits you, it puts up a shield around you to negate all damage for like 5 seconds. That's a pretty good thing. It's a good set of armor. And I think there's a chest piece, but I don't think I'm not sure if anyone uses the chest piece very much. A lot of people really like the helmet. The problem with chest pieces is that if you could do a helmet, get off me. I don't have a bed. My bed's at Hun's place. Anyway. So you need the thulecite. The thulecite's very, very good. And then you can make the armor, and you can make, there's like a pickaxe axe. Yes, I know I said that. It sounded weird, but it's called a pickaxe axe. It's a pick and it's an axe. And it has like 1.5 the durability of the golden versions of those, but it takes thulecite to make. And normally this isn't that good of a thing, except for the fact that it can be used to take out that pillar around that giant werepig thing that you guys saw down there. Well, in order to break those pillars, you need the pickaxe axe. If you're not a certain, I think Wolfgang can break that because he's like strong. So I think that you can unlock a thing to just be able to break that anyways. That's a new thing. Anyway, so you take a bunch of the stuff from there. One of the things that you get from there is that you get the star color staff, which I told you about. That's the one that does the light in the sky. Now you take the star color staff, and there's an area on the surface that you can take it to. It's it's an altar surrounded by a bunch of frozen werepigs that have been turned into moonstone. And that's because that's what this thing is. It's like a it's like a moon altar thing. You take the starlight staff, you put it in the altar on a full moon, and it activates a short event. And that which results in a bunch of werepigs trying to attack the staff, so you gotta defend it for the moon. For the night of the full moon, and when it's all said and done, it turns the sun collar staff into a moon collar staff, which is the exact same staff, but in reverse. Okay, so instead of doing a big sunlight thing that gives you heat, it does a big moonlight thing that gives you cold. Now this you take and you disassemble with one of the other things that you get from the ancient pseudoscience station. There's another staff that you make with green gems. The green gem makes it so that you can make a staff of basically disassembling. Okay? What the cool thing about this is normally every time you break something down in Don't Starve together, everything breaks down to where, except for like things where you only use one of an item, it gives you half of the items back. Like the main reason that I haven't wanted to take the whole our cooking setup and shift it, like rebuild it to be even better and stronger than before, is because although we'll get the gears back, because you only use one gear to make the fridge, whatever, the ice box, the salt things, we would lose half the salt. That sucks. Because you remember how fun it was to get that salt? Now, if we use this staff, which gets like 10 or 20 uses. I think it gets like 20 uses. You would get back all of the items that go into making that particular thing. And you can uncraft just about anything in the game for that. And you can uncraft some things that you did not craft initially, that don't have a craft, including the lunar staff. Now, when you do this, you get a gem that you can't get anywhere else. You get a lunar gem. It's the only way to get this gem. Now, you take this gem and you go to another place underground that is on the other side of a biome that's moon-related. We haven't found the moon-related biome this time. I think we found the moon-related biome in a previous session. I think I might have shown it to you guys. It's got like a bunch of weird-looking creatures, and it's got those guys that keep putting you to sleep. It's like the lunar island, except underground, and it has some other weird mushroom-type creatures. I don't know if you guys did you guys go and see that with me? Well, anyway, beyond that area is a giant sciencey, researchy area from ancient past. Now you take this lunar gem and you go there and you put it together with some other stuff, and it gives you a thing that helped you to locate some other stuff on the surface. And when you use it to locate stuff on the surface, you basically use it to like triangulate some locations of things that help you to get to the end game. Now, in between all of that, that's actually explained in the video. From what I just said forward, that's explained in that video. That's towards the end game stuff. In between that, there's also the ancient fuel weaver, which we actually found the location of beyond the monkeys underground. I found the direction that goes towards there. There's like a maze that you go through, and when you get to the end of the maze, you fight like a giant live version of those mechanical guardians that like rush after you, like a giant version of that. It's like a giant rhino guy, and you fight him. That gets you some stuff that you use towards the end game stuff, but it's also just a basic boss fight. He's not that hard compared to some other things, and he's a cool little fight, and we haven't been able to do that one yet. But we got to get through the maze and all the and that stuff in order to get there, and we don't have the stuff from that we make from that pseudoscience station yet to do that. And I want that type of stuff to go up to that fight, because then you could put the light down and it'd be able to not worry about torches for that, stuff like that. Then there's the bee queen. We haven't done the bee queen yet. The bee queen is just a giant bee that stings you like crazy. It does a good amount of damage. Is very damaging, and it's a good fight. A good thing to do with the bee queen is to get a whole bunch of other guys to help you, like a bunch of a lot of people like to use bunnymen. You just basically use a lot of bunnymen for the fight, and you just have them surround the bee queen, and you just go and you gotta go fight. Yeah, and that gives you a helmet that reverses your sanity, I think. So if you're crazy, when you put on the helmet, you're sane, and if you're sane, you put on the helmet, you're crazy. It's really good for like some of the fights and some of the stuff underground, because it makes it so that you can not have to worry about the sanity drain, because the sanity drain makes you sane. Really helpful. What other ones? I mean, there's a boss on the sea, but it's stupid. There's the Moonkey Island that I told you about, which is cool because it's got some interesting gear on it that we don't have. That I've never been able to do. There's what else is underground? Well, there's a toadstool. I told you about the toadstool. Toadstool's stupid. And the other big one is something that they also mentioned in the video, which is you get fighting the shadow pieces. Now you take you've seen those statue things that are randomly strewn around the ground on the surface that are just like really big and heavy to carry around. Well, those are pieces of statues that are on a certain set location out in the overworld. You take these, drag all three of them to that same spot, reassemble the statues, and then on a new moon night, I think it is, on a new moon night, so the opposite of a full moon, you do so. I think you break them, and then you start a fight against 3 giant shadow chess pieces. And they'll get you some really cool stuff. I think that's most of the stuff. Oh, yeah, well, most of the stuff that's not in that video that you showed me. They did mention the giant crab guy. He's important. That's part of the final battle stuffs. Yeah, that's about it. It's not, without talking about the actual end game, the Fuel Reaver fight and the big one on the Lunar Island fight. That's basically all of it. Yeah, see, that's all the stuff that we haven't done. You see what I mean? And so far, we've started. When I said that that video showed like 1, 2 to 9, 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. We're on like 15. We're not completely at the beginning. We're not on like 5, but what? What? We ain't dead yet. You died 4 times last time, actually, huh? Hunt's here. But there's no way to know what isn't done from in-game. I'm having to concede that this is one of those games where you have a wiki open on the other screen. Well, like the ancient Fuel Weaver, the big rhino guy, if you're searching around underground, you'll find him. Eventually, you will find him. The night pieces, they're basically clued by the fact that you find the 3 pieces and you like find the area where they go on the overworld. It's kind of obvious once you've seen where they go and you like bring it to their once what you're doing. And they do give an in-world action to show that it's going to happen. Like they shake during a full moon and a new moon. And the Pearl thing. Once you find Pearl, it leads from one thing to another. If you listen to what she says, it like leads to all the various bits. So there is ways in game of knowing this stuff, but no, it's not. No, it's not very obvious. Wiki does help out significantly. Why is that one villager taller than the rest? They were sleeping? Oh. I don't see one taller. So I think I got it all. How'd I do? Do you want the thingy up? Yeah. Yes? You said yes! You asked for something. Do you want me to rub your feet? Yes? Yes. Okay.
Out of the covers already.
Okay, give me a second, guys. What time is it? It's 10:56. We've only been going about 2 hours, haven't we? About an hour and a half. Not yet. Okay. I'm going to go a little bit longer. But first, I got to go get Hun ready for bed, so give me a minute. He was sleeping funny and hanging over the edge. Oh, well, that's just freaking Minecraft. Weird. Okay, I'm back. You guys still with me? Hi, hon. You got a nice new curtain. Hun should be better for sleep now. I'm happy. Very happy. Because she should be very happy. got some more. There's some more. Freaking lag. These in here, they're just blocking me, or they're just in my way right now. There we go. Sleepy, sleepy. Thank you. Sleepy, sleepy. Tesco. Okay. If I do this, I'm gonna run out of room. There. There we go. There. Now give me all the sticks. I actually have an ulterior motive for why I keep trying to get into the runes. There's a thing that I'm supposed to be able to craft to make me go faster. But in order to make it, I need to scan a fast thing, right? Alright, look at this. Yeah, there's a... Not that one. Beam booster circuit, no. Cross mod, no. Gas to train, super gas to train. Yeah, a super acceleration circuit. Oh. You're supposed to scan a clockwork rook, a damaged rook, or an ancient guardian in order to get a super acceleration circuit. Man, I thought it was the horsey guy. It's the rhino guy. Damn, we actually had the right thing to scan. And I didn't scan it. Well, frick, we need to go back down there. Yeah, what the acceleration circuit does in ASOS, it makes you go 25% faster. So it's like holding a walking cane all the time. And it stacks with the walking cane. That's pretty good. I'm gonna need another sword. Installing Woody, please. If I could, I would. D. There we go. All the sticks. Anything more? There. Crap, I gotta hurry back. If I don't hurry back inside phantoms again. Okay. There's no ceiling. Oh. Help me out, guy. Oh. He doesn't sell glass. Wait. There he does. Librarians. protection 4. Nice. Mending for 10. Why do you still exist? Hmm. Name tag. There's no more guys. Hi. I should have gotten feather falling while I was here. Now I don't have enough emeralds. Too late. It's the wrong way. It's freaking confusing, by the way. I don't like that. This boat ride needs work, man. Effective. It's fine. Very effective. I gotta get some more bees in there. What I want to do is I want to get 8 extra bees in there, so they're ready to go in as soon as other bees come out. Yeah, that's never coming out. So that should be 4 extra bees right now. So when this group is all said and done, there should be 4 bees just kind of sitting out. I think it's going to be 3. Yeah. 1 bee died at some point. In that corner over there. I want to give it a few minutes. I want to wait for the 5-minute timer because it's already kind of annoying to try and get the bees to be able to be hit with the thing. I don't want to have to hit a bunch of bees that I've already hit with flowers. So we're gonna wait for 5 minutes. And I'm gonna do it again. The original design for this thingy was only 1 deep thing of flowers. I think that's a massive mistake. I think it was designed to have like 1 bee per box. That's a bad plan. This is so much faster. Not only can you have the 3 bees per box and not have them running into each other too much, especially if you just sit here and watch it for a while, because they'll eventually time to a point where they're not running into each other over and over again. Because they'll all have their own schedules. But if you have the extra bees out here, as soon as the bees come out, they go in. And then there's never really a dull moment. It's always working. I probably should have kept track of the time at the beginning so that I knew how long 5 minutes was. I didn't do that. I'm thirsty. Damn it. Oh, I'm gonna have to get water. Alright. Give it another minute, and then we're gonna do this. Okay, yeah, let's do it. And we're gonna want 1 more. There we go. That was harder than it should have been. Alright, let's try this group. I'll do it. It's all the bees we need. some chests. Excuse me. It's fine. So that's a start. I'm not entirely happy with its distribution of bottles, but it'll do. It'll definitely do. I'm gonna have to go and put. How do I put buttons in them all? Does this make a button? Make a button. This makes a button. But I can't put those in here right now. This needs to be full of bottles before I can do that. That sucks. Well, I'm tired. So we're done. Jacobin. I think the next project is going to be my furnace system. Mark 3.0 evidently, because I've made it 2 times before, so now I gotta make it again. I'm gonna try to make this one as much underwater as possible. I'm kind of sick of having to separate it out from my base. I want to see it, man. I want it to be visible. So we'll have to figure that crap out. The top of, okay, that can't, yeah. I mean, a lot of it needs to be separated. I understand that, but a lot of it doesn't. So I'll figure it out. At any rate, I'm going to call it. And I'm going to say it again. I'm going to try and play Vintage Story tomorrow. This is entirely dependent on me not getting on at like 7 p.m. after a long damn day and being like, well, I got a couple hours, let's go on Mindcrack. And I'm hoping it's not like that tomorrow. I want to do some Vintage Story. I want to have some fun in another game for a little while. I've been doing Vintage Story and Rustic Waters, and that's been it. Mainly, or I've been doing not Vintage Story, but this Mindcrack and Rustic Waters a lot. So tomorrow, I'm hoping we get on early enough for me to do 2 things. That would be great. We'll see. But that's tomorrow. I'm going to go and call all bits, tips, and resubs, but you guys, we survive. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a good night. I'm going to AFK with some bees. Bye-bye.